Hello everyone. Y'all come in. Come join us. Come join in. Hi Pam. Thanks for being here. So tonight, not today, tonight we will be making soap. Learning how to make your very own soap. So the things you will need to make your soap, and turn the camera so you can see. I never be on camera in my lives. So let's see. Can you see me? Okay. So the things you'll need to make soap is a stick blender that you can get at Walmart or on Amazon or the Walmart app, and they're all prices. Like this one was just $13.99, but they have all price stick blenders. This one here is my favorite, and this is the one I'm going to be using. It's the Hamilton Beach. Hold up, this is good. It's the Hamilton Beach from Walmart. I paid $25 for this one. It has 2 different speeds on it, low and high. That's the one I will be using. Get me some water. I keep a cup of water with my stick blender so I can rinse it off when I'm mixing in between colors. The next thing you will need is a soap mold. You can get this soap mold off of Amazon. This is an Amazon mold. You can get the bundle package. They give you 2 molds, a soap cutter box with the soap cutter blades. They give all that to you, and it'd be like under $20. These are the Amazon molds. You need mica powders for color. Tonight I'm using Mad Mica's Great Knee High and Mad Mica's Twilight. And I'm also using Crafter's Choice Caramel Brown Butterscotch. And you'll also need a fragrance oil. This is a fragrance oil I created, and I named it Autumn Breeze for my fall soap collection. But when you buy fragrance, it looks like this. I don't know where you buy it from. Like this, I buy most of my fragrances mainly from Virginia Candle Supply, and they come in bottles like this with each individual scent that you purchase. So you will also need gloves because you're dealing with lye when making soap, and lye tends to burn the hands. You'll need sodium hydroxide, which is lye, and distilled or purified water. You'll need bowls like this to mix in. These are at Dollar Tree for $1. And you'll need cups like these to mix your different colors in, and these are also at Dollar Tree for $1. I purchased this little container at Dollar General, and this is what I mix my lye water in. And you'll need piping bags that you can get in the baking cake department. This is the Wilton brand piping bag. I get this at Walmart. This is the 16-inch. I get it at Walmart in the craft department on the wedding cake aisle, the cake aisle. And this is I get a box of 50 for like $18. You'll also need piping tips, and they are in the same location as the piping bags in Walmart. And you can purchase these things on the Walmart app or the Amazon app also. You'll need spatulas that you can get at Dollar Tree. And you'll need whisk. that you can get at Dollar Tree. So the soap I'm making tonight is, wait a minute, this is not the soap I'm making. Is it? Yes, this is. The soap I'm making tonight is Autumn Breeze. And, I don't need this. You mix your lye into your oil, and we'll show you as we go. So, if y'all are ready, let me see what kind of comments we have. Hey, Jamaica Harrison, thank you for joining me. I'm going to contact you after the live is over so we can get you started making soap since you're interested. But thank you for supporting me and joining this tutorial. And I can teach you everything you need to know about making soap. So here we go. So first thing first, we're going to put our gloves on. Safety is first when making soap. I've been making soap for a while, so I'm kind of careful. But when you're making soap for beginners, you need goggles to protect your eyes. You know them shades, them eye protector shades, the clear ones that just protect your eyes. And you need gloves. So here we go. So the first thing we're going to do before we do anything is we're going to prep our piping bag. Let me fix this camera. Wait a minute. We're going to prep our piping bag. And prep our piping bag means we're going to put our tip. And this tip right here is the Wilton 6B Open Star tip, which is a really nice one. Makes pretty piping. So, and it comes with a piping bag inside, y'all. So, hey. And I paid $3.84 for this tip. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to cut a piece off the top of our piping bag. Just enough to fit the tip in. Now, if you're just beginning making soap, you're going to guess about how much plastic you cut off, but I've been doing this for a while, so I typically know about how much plastic to cut off the tip. But you keep fidgeting with it until you get it right, and boom, the tip is in the bag, and I fold this part down. And we put that to the side till we're ready for it. Okay, now we have all our stuff prepped. Now, the thing about making soap is once you add the lye water and the fragrance oil to your soap batter, it tends to start to trace. Trace means get thick. You got light trace, you got medium trace, and you got heavy trace. Light trace is like a thin pudding consistency. Medium trace is like a pancake batter, and heavy trace is like a thick cake batter. The heavier your trace, the faster your soap is going to get harder, and you're not going to be able to do many designs. So what I like to do is, let's move our mold out the way for right now. Move our bowl over some. Can everybody see good? Okay, so oils. You can use whatever oils you want to use when making soap. I use tallow, I use coconut oil, shea butter, avocado oil, olive oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, mango butter. You can use whatever oils you want to use in your soap. The thing about the oils is you get on Google and you Google each skin benefit for the oil. So you ask Google, what is the skin benefits of coconut oil, and it'll tell you. So after you research each oil, you figure out what you want your soap to do for your skin, and you choose the oil accordingly for that. And then you go on Soap Calc and you put your oils in Soap Calc and make your recipe. But when you sign up for my class, I teach you how to use Soap Calc. I teach you how to make a recipe. I walk you through step by step how to make soap. And I guarantee when you take my class, your soap will look like my soap. You will be a professional soap maker. So, here we go. The first thing we're going to do is add our lye water to our oils. And you be very careful with this. So you add your lye water in, just as so, like this. And you put your container away. Now before you stick blend, you want to just stir it around with your spatula, because it's kind of incorporated. Then you scrape your spatula, excess oil off your spatula. And now the fun part, the stick blending. So when you put your stick blender in, you putting air in your batter. So what you want to do is burp it. And the way you burp the air out your batter is you pop it upside down and the air bubbles come on out the batter. So you want to stick blend on your lowest speed. You don't start with the heavy speed. I really rarely use this heavy speed button. And the way you stick blend is you stick blend for about 10-15 seconds and you stop and you just stir until we get to emulsification. Emulsification means the oil and the lye water are completely mixed in and incorporated together to where they won't separate. So here we go. We're going to stick blend for about 15 seconds. Stick blend for about 15 seconds. Let me move the camera so you can see. Stick blend for about another 15 seconds and stir. Stir. Stick blend. And stir. And what we're doing is we're mixing and incorporating the lye water with the oil. We are marrying them together to where they won't separate. And we want to just get to emulsification or a very light trace. And we are there. Now you see how the oils and the lye water is not separating from each other. It's just a smooth batter coming out. That's how you know you have emulsification or light trace. Trace means when you pick this up out of here and you do like this, it leaves trace marks on top. That means it's ready. So let me get all my soap batter out of here and put it in my cup of water and rinse that off. Now let me get my cups. Remember, we need these cups because we're doing 3 colors. So we want to separate our batter into 3 colors. And we're going to separate them evenly. So let's put some in here. Let's put some in here. Let's put some in here. And let's even it out. Even it out. And let's scrape. We don't leave no soap batter in the... We get all this liquid go out. And again, once you sign up and take my class, I will teach you about oils. I will teach you how to create a recipe. I will teach you everything you need to know about making soap. So, now we have our batter separated for our colors. And I keep wax paper on my table just so I don't have a lot of mess to clean up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our microcolors to our batter first. We never add fragrance first, because fragrance will make your batter thick before you can do anything with it. So we putting our Twilight Blue in. Putting our Twilight Blue in. Alright. Then we're going to put our grape knee-high in our other bowl. Alright. Then we're going to put some of our butterscotch. And we're not going to stick blend. We're going to whisk. We're going to stir. You want to do as less stick blending as possible. Now see, my blue is not dark enough, so I'm just going to add some more until I get to where I want to be. Don't be scared to use mica. Don't be scared. Pour it up in there until you get the color that you want. Yes, here we go. Alright, so look at that beautiful blue. That's a beautiful blue. Okay, now we're going to stir our purple in. And I want my purple darker. So I'm going to add some more of that. And just because you see the white at the bottom, I'm not done. I'm going to go back in with the spatula. And we're going to use a different whisk for the butterscotch, because we don't want to put the blue or purple color in the butterscotch. Okay, so now I'm going to add my fragrance oil. And yes, it's white at the bottom because it's not fully incorporated, but when I add my fragrance oil, I'm going to stir some more. Again, this is Autumn Breeze. This is a scent that I created. And I can teach you how to formulate your own fragrances also. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stir in our butterscotch. Stir in our butterscotch, which is a beautiful color. These colors remind me of fall. Okay. Now we're going to stir in our purple. Anybody commenting? Okay. Stirring in our purple. Alright. And now we're going to stir in our blue. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness. The whole area, this whole room smells like this fragrance. It is so beautiful. Alright, so now we got all our, see, that's why I put wax paper down, because I'll be making a mess, y'all. We have all our fragrance in and all our color in. We're just stirring it in, make sure it's well incorporated. Stir this purple one more time. This is a very, very well behaving fragrance. Now let's stir our butterscotch. And now we're going to pour. So I'm going to pour some blue. This is called drop swirling. Pour some butterscotch. Pour some more blue. Some more purple. Some more butterscotch. And my technique, I use drop swirl and spoon swirl technique. And that's where I go with my spoon. And I lift and I drop. And I lift and I drop. Boom. And you won't believe how beautiful this soap gonna be with something just simple like that. Clean up my sides. Tap it down hard to make sure we don't have any air pockets. So now the next thing we do is we move our mold out the way and let that sit for a sec. And what we do now is we wait for our rest of our batter to get to Iceman consistency. So the longer you let it sit, it's going to get thicker and thicker. And once it gets to icing consistency, then you can put it in your piping bag and start piping. And it's just like decorating a cake, y'all. So if anybody on here know how to make cakes, you're going to be a breeze at piping and decorating soaps, because it's just like decorating a cake with icing. So now all we have to do is just let this sit for a couple of minutes so it can get thicker. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clean up, get rid of some stuff that we're done with, put all our stuff away, and the spatula, the whisk, we're done with that, so we're going to get that out the way. We're going to get some clean wax paper. Some clean wax paper. I dropped it, y'all. So does it look pretty easy for y'all? Because it is very easy and very therapeutic. It's not hard at all, and it's so much fun and very therapeutic, relaxing, and you're going to be so proud of yourself when you see what you created. You're going to be proud. So let's move these and put some clean wax paper down on the table. Boom. You see how easy it is to clean when you put your wax paper down? And this box of wax paper I got from Dollar Tree for $1. So it's not really expensive at all to make soap, y'all. I can teach y'all all the tricks and the hacks and all the inexpensive things to get. So now we're getting ready to pipe. So again, we're using the 6B Wilton Open Star tip. So I'm going to put it in the cup and tilt the nozzle up, so when we put in the soap batter in, it won't leak out. And now we're going to check. Oh, it's getting thicker. You'll know when it's ready when you tilt your cup and it don't leak out. You see it's still kind of moving, so we're going to let that thicken up some more, which only going to take a minute or two. See, this one's not moving, so this one is about ready. You want it to be icing consistency. And we're almost there, y'all. So be patient. We're about to make this soap beautiful. And I'm going to teach y'all a little beautiful trick. So Jamaica, like again, I said, thank you so much for joining this live. And I will teach you everything you need to know. I do virtual classes, which means I do them on FaceTime, on Messenger camera, or whatever camera you use, Zoom or Instagram, and I teach you one-on-one. I'll walk you through step by step everything about making soap. I teach you how to use soap calc. I teach you how to formulate your recipes. I teach you how to color and fragrance your soap. I teach you how to pipe and decorate your soap. I teach you everything you need to know about soap and body butter. My classes start at a very low price of $50. And you can take whatever classes you want, the body butter class, the soap making class, the labeling class, the how to start your business on Facebook class, anything you need to know. And I'm so happy you are here. And soap making, selling soap is a big thing right now. Every weekend on Saturday, I go to downtown Phoenix and I sell my soap. I make about $200-300 every Saturday night. I sell my soap online. This is a money-making business right here. Soap and body butter, hair products. This is a money-making business. So you on the right live, and I can teach you everything you need to know. I can show you all the inexpensive products to buy to save you money, where you're not spending all kind of money for equipment and ingredients. I got you. Like I said, this stick blender was $13.99 on Amazon or Walmart, one of them. Everything that I have is inexpensive. So, yeah, you see how this is set? It's not moving. And let's check our ice meat. Oh, we're ready. You see? It's not moving. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a swirl piping. A swirl piping is where we're going to put all the colors together in one bag. So we're going to put a scoop of purple. Then we're going to put a scoop of butterscotch. Then we're going to put a scoop of blue. Then we're going to come back and put another scoop of purple, another scoop of butterscotch, and another scoop of blue. And we're just going to keep doing that until it's all in the bag. And this is called swirl piping. Alright, we're about to make this soap pop. And we're not going to be done after we pipe. We're going to put some glitter and some bling on it, y'all. Y'all going to be like, oh my God. So please share this with your friends. Let them know, hey, I found this lady who can teach us everything we need to know about soap making and body butter making. And guess what? I have the plug to a lady who can teach y'all how to make candles or anything else, hair supplies. I don't make candles, not yet. I'm adding candles to my line in 2023. I'll be making candles, but I'm not making them as of yet. The new year, they're going to have new products, and my first new product is going to be candles. Okay, so we have all our batter in our piping bag. You see how it leaked out? So we're going to sit here and let that wait for a second. Alright, so I'm going to show y'all some embeds too. Embeds are little small soap decorative pieces that you can decorate your soap with, and I'll show you that. Alright, so the way you pipe, you see the width of the soap? So I'm going to put 3 dots across all the way down for the first row. Then the second row, I'm going to put 2 dots all the way down. Then the third row, I'm going to put 1 dot all the way down. You make it symmetrical. So here we go. 1, 3 dots. And again, this is the Wilton 6B piping tip, the open star, and this is now my favorite tip. And this is called piping. Let me move the camera closer. This is called piping on your soap. It's just like decorating a cake, except it's soap batter. And this is what makes your soap so beautiful and unique. You can't find soap like this in stores. And the soap that you find in stores is not really soap. It's detergent. Google it. It's not really soap. It's detergent. This cold processed soap or hot processed soap is the genuine real soap. Any soap you buy in the store is detergent, not soap. And it has so many chemicals in store-bought products. And this soap is only oils. It's all natural. All natural. Natural. Healthy for your skin. And when you use this soap, you're going to be able to tell immediately the difference the difference in this soap and store-bought soap. Turn it around. Oh, I done messed it up. I touched it with my finger, y'all. Alright, we can fix that easy. Alright, then we're going to come back on this side. I'm going to put some in the front. Let's put that. Alright, now I'm going to put some more on top. Okay, so I have leftover batter. And what I do with my leftover batter, y'all, I make little embeds that I'm going to show you. So, I'm going to make little dollop embeds that we're going to use on future soaps to decorate. And I'll be able to use these to decorate future soaps. Those are called embeds. And I'm going to show you now some previous embeds I've made. And we're going to put them on this soap. We're going to find a color that kind of matches. Let's see. Let's do some purple. See, I've made embeds before. So this is what we're going to do. See how the colors in the soap is that butterscotch and that purple and that blue? So we're going to coordinate with the colors of the soap. So I have some embeds. You see that? And this is embeds that I made previously, just like these right here when I had leftover soap. I just made little embeds. And now I'm using them here. See? Let's get a blue. And another. Look at that. Ain't that cute? It's gorgeous. So we're gonna put one here. Oops. Put one there. And I'm gonna put one and do another purple. I'm gonna put one here. Boom. How that look, y'all? Boom. Might be able to put some on the side. Let's see, should we put some on the side? All the way down across and then on the other side, or is that too much? What y'all think? Thank you, Jamaica. Do you think, let's comment, you see the embeds, do you think I should put some on the sides, on this side and here, or should I just leave it like this on top? Thank you, Pam. What y'all think? Put some embeds on the side, on each side, or just leave it with these on top? No what? You're just saying no. More embeds, or leave it like this? Leave it? Okay, we're going to leave it. Now we're going to put some glitter, y'all. Hold up. And again, I say thank y'all for joining me. I really appreciate your support. And I can't wait to teach you everything I know. So let's get some glitter, y'all. So we got purple, blue, and butterscotch. So we're going to do gold and purple with some mermaid trails. So we're going to put gold, purple, and mermaid trails. So we're going to put some purple on first. So let's move the camera so y'all can see glitter. And it's hard to see the glitter with this live camera. So I'm going to make sure I take a picture and post it. So that y'all can see the end, the outcome. So, alright. So we got some Poison Berry by Mad Michaels in the Fairy Duster. And we're going to just sprinkle some purple on here. Let's turn it and get this side. Then we're going to come with the gold. Gold make everything pop, y'all. Gold make it pop. We're going to turn our mold back to the front. Going to add some gold. Can y'all see the glitter with this camera? When I take a picture, you're going to see it. Let's turn it around to the other side. It's so pretty. I hope y'all can see it. Now we're going to come with some Mermaid Trails. Mermaid Trails is my favorite glitter. It just makes everything just bling. It makes everything just bling bling. Alright, we're going to be done with that. No sides, okay. So let's hold it up and see what y'all think. Let's see. Fix the camera. So what do y'all think? How does it look? Huh? Is it beautiful? Is it beautiful? Can you see? How does it look? And guess what? I'm going to teach you how to make soap yourself, and your soap is going to be just as beautiful. I have many satisfied students that can vouch that took my class. If you go look on my Jabelle page, they have testimonies and they posted their soaps up there that they made in the class. And I can teach you everything I know. Let me put some Mermaid Trail glitter on my embeds before I forget. My little embed babies. So we're going to use those to decorate another soap in the future. So we don't waste nothing. Boom. So guys, what you think? Jamaica, you think you can make soap? Can we add glitter down in the molds? Yes, you could put glitter down in the molds. I know what you're thinking. You want glitter on the bottom of your soap? Yeah, you can get your glitter on the inside, then pour your soap. Girl, I'm going to teach you all that. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about soap. So the way I do my class is you pay me through Cash App for the class. The basic soap class is $50. Would that include, let me turn my camera around and sit down. So the basic soap class is $50. What that include is I teach you the basics of soap making. The first thing I teach you is how to use Soap Calc. Soap Calc is a soap calculator where you put all your oils in and it tells you, it creates the recipe for you. And I will teach you everything you need to know about Soap Calc. Then the basic soap is I'll teach you your lye water and your oils. I'll help you configure your own recipe that you want. And it's not going to include fragrance or color. That's just the basic white soap class, just to teach you the basics of soap. Now, if you want to graduate to mica coloring and fragrancing, I charge an extra $50 for that, and then $35 to teach you how to pipe and how to do swirls and this and that. So it's $135 total for everything. And if you need a backup class, say like you take these classes and you want a refresher class, I don't charge you for a refresher class. You get a refresher class free. Body butter class is $45. I teach you how to make body butter. And I make shampoo bars also. The shampoo bar class is $35. So anything you want to know about making soap, body butter, shampoo bars, yoni bars, facial bars, infant bars, I can teach you everything you want to know. And I don't charge these skyrocket prices, $500, $600, $700, $800 to teach you. I teach you as much as I possibly can for as cheap as I possibly can. And I help you find all your equipment and your ingredients. So the only thing you do is contact me on Facebook. You can either contact me through this, my Jabelle page, or you can contact me through my personal page, through Messenger, and say, hey, I want to take your class, and you cash out me the money, and you pick the date and time that you want your class to be. You pay ahead of time, and you pick your day, and then you go on Amazon or go to Walmart and buy all your stuff. And if you need extra time to get your stuff, you can push your day back if you want. So, do you think you would like to make soap? If you do, my name is Tanya. I'm the owner of Jabelle Soaps. And I thank y'all so much for joining in and supporting this and taking the time out to watch. And I want to be the best thing I can be for you. So hit me up when you're ready, and y'all have a blessed night. And tomorrow I will go live cutting the soap, so you can see what we made tonight. So I will post the time that the live will be. I'll let you know ahead of time, but we're going to cut the soap tomorrow, and I'm going to go live cutting the soap. So y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for joining me, and see y'all tomorrow.